Hey up guys, S-Man back at it again with a brand new Horizons review. Now, let's just get this right out of the way because it is probably going to be a short one due to the length and impact of this episode. But yeah, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, follow my Twitter, Instagram, and even if you want, subscribe to my second channel, which I'm going to start posting gaming content on. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop this channel, but I want to start branching out more and more like I've been planning to the last couple months, but keep getting held back through life. But yeah, let's just get right into the review. Alright, so this is definitely going to be a short one. This episode is literally just Roy and Fuecoco mountain adventures. That's really all it is. After last week, they all head to the mountain. They're getting winter gear to go traverse the mountain, which two of the gyms are on. That's when Roy has a really funny moment where he thinks like he can be Ash and just walk onto a mountain with only gloves and a scarf like Coca. But yeah, they arrive on the mountain. And another funny detail is that Liko is obsessed with Dot's little jacket she buys because it reminds her of the thing. But yeah, they arrive on the mountain, see like a couple Pokemon. They see a Bergmite, a Frigibax, and they also see Snowrunt. Yeah, we learned that Bergmite have a problem with Frigibax when we see a bunch of snow fall on top of a Fuecoco, making him the shape of a Frigibax, and Bergmite starts fighting. And that's when a real Frigibax comes out and fights Bergmite. I hope we see this little guy return because I kind of wish Roy caught it. This would have been a nice capture for Roy, especially after really nothing happening with him Pokemon wise, besides catching Watro and evolving it. It's really just like nothing has happened for Roy developing his Pokemon roster to fight Rayquaza and uh, Baxcalibur in the future would have been a cool thing. But yeah, Bergmite and a Frigibax start fighting, and that's when Legos Hatterene or Hatterum calls them both down. Then we see the gang do a lot of fun things and take some pictures, which I feel like that's nice and kind of fun to see. And it's also just weird seeing a Quaxwell in the background. Like, I barely paid any mind to it, especially because, like, looking back on last week, episode, it felt kind of lackluster to me. This episode I enjoyed more, but last episode definitely had a more impact due to Quaxwell's evolution. But yeah, after they're playing, Roy finds a Cubchoo and accidentally upsets its mama bear, and that's when Quaxwell actually saves Roy. But yeah, the group's starting to get cold and decide to stay a night at the cabin, where they realize they need a bunch of sticks to heat up the thing. And another nice detail it is, we've seen Roy looking about a bunch of pictures throughout their journey. Their picture they took today with a snowman, which I forgot to mention, they made shaped like caps, so that's kind of fun. He also looks at the picture with Palafin, the picture they all took at the Artisan Festival, and the picture of their first day of school. But yeah, Roy and Fuecoco gather a bunch of sticks along with Kilowattrel, but that's when Roy and Fuecoco actually get separated and they go searching for each other. And they eventually find each other, and that's what leads to a whole funny joke of Roy, Fuecoco, and Kilowattrel chilling with Frigibax when a Bergmite appears, so Roy uses his scarf to make it look like Fuecoco. And then we see Roy hanging out with all the Pokemon he's met throughout the episode, and that's really where the episode ends. He takes a picture with all of them, signifying their friendship. Overall, this episode really had nothing to it. It was just a nice little fun episode seeing Roy hang out, just chill, and him and Fuecoco, probably for the last time, because I guarantee Fuecoco's evolving within the next two episodes. This is probably the last time we're going to have an episode where Roy and Fuecoco are just together. So I can see why they wanted to do, let's just do a filler episode of just Roy and Fuecoco having a little fun adventure on the side. Which I appreciate that they took the time, because Fuecoco was such a big mon of the series. I feel like Fuecoco is literally a more important character than most of the main characters in the show. And not even because he's Roy's partner, it's just Fuecoco has had this impact as a character since episode 1, Besides from Terrapagos, Fuecoco is the Pokemon who pushes the plot along the most and has had the best characterization of all the main kids' Pokemon. And also nice to see Roy reflecting on their little Paldean journey and just how much he cares for the time they spent in Paldea with his friends. But yeah, overall, I'll give this episode another 7 out of 10, like last week's. I did enjoy this episode more, but there's really nothing to it. It was just a nice little humble watch. If I'm the only thing that really like makes me annoyed with this episode this is the episode to come back for like a week break. I kind of wish they decided to just take a 2 week break and then come back with the Quaxwell episode because that would have been way more hype. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Subscribe for more content like this in the future. S-Man signing off.